I came in to ask them to consider all the issues that have to be taken, and they brought a woman in from Oklahoma. She started her speech pounding on the table. You senators, you don't know the hell I have been through. My daughter was murdered 18 years ago. They promised me justice, peace. The prosecutors wanted me to sign that death warrant. And I've been back and forth in jail. And he's been sitting in prison, and there's been no execution. I have not gotten any justice and peace. And she says, you know what they do to dogs that maul an elderly woman, you know, or a child? What do they do to the dog? They take it to the pound and they shoot it. I want that done to my daughter's killer. And I am really playing their part. Very honestly. I came to speak right after her. And I said, I wanted to reach over and hug her, first of all. I wanted to take away all that anger. And I was saying, it was such a gift to us that 5 weeks after he was caught, finally, and I kind of jumped ahead on that story, I apologize, but 5 weeks after he was caught, he had a hearing, a sentencing hearing in Philadelphia. And he was given a sentence at our request, life without parole. We had to fight the district attorney and all the prosecutors to get that sentence. They were angry at us. They were so angry that we went that direction. But here's the mess that I told you earlier. If you have a set of principles and you've been raised all your life in the Catholic faith as I was, life is a gift. Life is sacred from the moment of conception to natural death. Emphasize natural, underline it, put it in capital. Natural death. Not by the state, not by an angry people. And when you see this, I said, we couldn't do it. We would have to sign a victim's impact statement. They come to you and say, okay, now we caught him and now we're ready to get the court here. What do you want done? Don't you want the death penalty? They keep calling us every week. Don't you want the death penalty? No, we made this decision. We brought in all our 7 siblings on both sides. By that time, we had identified some of the other victims. We went and talked to all the other victims' families. Everybody agreed with us. It was not going to give us peace and justice. We had to live by our principles. And that was the hard test, because you can imagine what my first thing my husband said, if he gets 10 feet away from me, I could strike him. Sure, anger is natural. You're allowed to be angry. It's a terrible thing. You're allowed to be angry. But it's what you're going to do with it. It's not what happens to you. It's what you make of it. And I could see my daughter looking down and saying, Mom and Dad, you taught me to do these things. This was what you believed. Now you got to pass your own test, teacher. You got to pass it. And it was not easy to begin with. Don't let you think for a minute it was easy. There were so many hard nights. We worried about the impact on my son, having found that body. It was very hard in all of this. But once you let all that negative energy flow out of you and you could bring positive energy, just think all that energy would have to go do good things in her name, in her honor. And to change the system is what we work on 24/7. And that's mostly my job. My husband is a big supporter and helper.